Hey team, today I'm going to walk you through the Veritas Personal Research Assistant project that I've been developing. This is meant to be a quick overview of the version 1 of the application out of 2 versions, and it'll be supplementing the detailed handover report that can be located in the AI for Research and Data Analysis group resource package on GitLab. I'll quickly show you some design concepts, implemented features, and highlight some areas for future development. So, as you can see, this is Figma showing our original design vision for the web application. So these wireframes were our starting point and help establish the look and feel of what we were aiming for. As you can see, I developed some desktop versions as well as mobile views to suit. And the core concept was to create a clean professional interface that combined search functionality with AI powered features and personal resource management. So some elements evolved during implementation, as you'll see shortly, but this was the foundation that guided our development process. So 2 versions of the web application were ultimately developed to broaden our individual experience with Cursor while allowing team members to explore different implementation approaches. So by creating multiple versions, we were able to easily compare ideas, share our thoughts throughout the development, and essentially combine the best elements of each version. As I mentioned earlier, the upcoming demos will specifically focus on version 1 of this web app. An additional video will be uploaded though that will give an overview of the version 2 if you are interested. Now let's look at the actual application as it stands today. I've got it running locally so I can show you the core functionality. So this is the home page, introducing our web application, a quick main focus here, just explaining what the web app is for, and a call to action button here to get started, which prompting new users to essentially make their own account. I've also got a login button for users that already have an account. So from here, I'll press the get started button and just show you the authentication process. So by pressing the get started button, we're taken to the sign up tab. This is where users will enter their first and last name, email, password, and confirm the password. This authentication is actually set up to include email verification. So I've actually used my real email to sign into this app. So I'll show you an example. Obviously, if I put the wrong password in, I get a pop-up here saying invalid login credentials. If I go ahead and put the correct password in, I log in successfully. So here I am on the dashboard. This is the central hub where users can see their activity, their statistics specific to them. We've got the side navigation bar. This is actually common across all 3 of these main pages here. It's also collapsible, as you can see. So as far as the main content goes, at first we've got a welcome message, and it uses the first name of the user's account to welcome said user. Below we've got some personal stats showing total searches recorded within the account, essentially within the database. Different topics reviewed based on those searches. We've got resources saved. You'll learn about that in the My Resources tab soon. And we've got resources viewed, also related to the My Resources tab. Estimated time save is just based on an average time saved per AI search. So research indicates 3 to 10 minutes is an average of time saved for AI searches conducted. So essentially, I've just picked a middle ground being 6 minutes, and for each search conducted, 6 minutes of estimated time saved is cumulatively added. And so this is so the user can, I guess, get a sense of how much productivity they're getting from our web app. So below that, we've got an upload section. This is actually not developed at this point in time, and has been noted in the handover report as something that will require further functionality implementation. And yeah, so essentially being handed over. And also we've got some recent searches here, very random if you would actually look at them closely, but testing for specific reasons. I'll show you more of that soon. Let's jump over to the new search page. This page, so we've got a search box, as most I guess AI software tools or AI tools you use, you'll see something like that. And specific to this one, a filter box. So at the moment, we're just filtering by format of results, word count range, the date range. Because it's meant to be a credible research assistant, we've got the inclusion of in-text citations and a reference list, and just additional instructions at the moment. So there's also been handed over something that could do with some refinement as to whether some of the filter options are actually required, or whether or not there might be others that we should add there. So yeah, I'll just jump over to the My Resources page, and then I'll come back and show you some examples here. So the My Resources page is where resources can be saved after a search. So as you'll see shortly, when a search is conducted, you have the option to view the sources in which have been used to generate the answer, or generate the AI response. So if you choose to save those resources for review at a later date, this is where they'll be saved. Also, some functionality there's some functionality that's been handed over in reference to this page as well, which I'll get into shortly. So if we just jump back to the dashboard, I mentioned before that we had the recent searches box here, which is literally just showing the most recent searches this user has conducted. So from here, these searches can be reopened essentially if the user wants to have a look at the information they got from a previous search. So, and also the functionality of removing them from the database is also there if required. So I'll go ahead and just open this one to show you an example. So by opening this old search, it's taking me to the search page, and it's populated the information in accordance with how it was written and how the filter options were set during the original search option. So asking our AI a simple question such as, how do I cook a roast chicken? Setting result format to summary, using sources from 2000 to 2025, a word count range of somewhere between 100 and 200 words. I've chosen to exclude in-text citations and reference lists for this one. And additional instructions, I've said explain it like Yoda would and number the steps. So after clicking search, you can see that the way how we cook a roast chicken, it's described step by step and numbered as requested in additional instructions. It's also spoken in the way in which Yoda probably would. So in reference to the My Resources page, this is the button I was talking about where we can view additional sources. So these these minus signs here show that they're already saved in the My Resources page. So we can actually take them out by pressing that minus sign. If we want to add these sources in, it's the reverse, clicking the plus sign. So that the most recent resource will be added. Each resource selected there will be added to this list, and from here the user can click on these resources as I open them up in a separate web page. So that is pretty much version 1 of Veritas as it stands. I'll now talk about a little bit of a technical overview. So let me speak about the underlying architecture a little bit. So we've built this version of Veritas using React and TypeScript for the front end. We've used Supabase handling authentication and database. And we have implemented the Grok API, which is powering the AI functionality. And the Grok API was chosen because of the fact that it's a free option. So the project follows a clean component-based structure with proper TypeScript typing throughout. We're using the React router for navigation and CSS models for styling. We've organized the code somewhat logically, thanks to Cursor. But yeah, this could definitely do with a closer look into how it's actually structured everything. Everything being components and pages and whatnot. As for future development, so as I highlighted earlier, the file upload functionality on the dashboard page actually hasn't been implemented due to time constraints, essentially. So the idea is that the user can drag their own or upload their own research material, and essentially from there the AI has the ability to incorporate that information in searches, or maybe just directly target those uploads for summarization purposes or whatnot. And it also kind of has to be discussed whether or not this implementation belongs on that dashboard page, or whether it should be implemented into the search functions. As far as the search function goes, currently it's limited to a single search, so it doesn't have that continuing search experience, extended sessions like other conversational AI might have. Definitely something that would be beneficial to users in the future, I would say. As far as resource management goes, on that My Resources page, I can see it being quite handy if the user had the ability to categorize their resources essentially, as they might be exploring more than one topic or more than one project at the same time. So essentially some sort of tab system where a user can drag their resources into different tabs and keep it all organized in there. As far as responsiveness for the web page goes, it has been somewhat implemented down to about 360 pixels in size, which covers most mobile phones. This could definitely do with some refinement, but we've definitely set a good foundation for that, I think. And one of the biggest aims we originally had was adding the ability to create visualizations using the AI assistance. So based on generated responses from the AI, we wanted to be able to implement that extended conversational experience so that we could ask for further visualization generation. So that's the ultimate goal, to bring credible research and information, as well as the ability to create visualizations all into the same web application, into the same location. That essentially covers the core functionality of the web application as it stands today. So I believe we've built a solid foundation with authentication, search capabilities, and resource management, all within a fairly clean and professional interface. The detailed handover report on GitLab includes complete setup instructions, known issues, and recommendations for the future development. Thanks for watching, and I'm excited to see how this web application evolves. Thank you.